Good morning, everybody, and welcome to BadBoys TV. You're watching the 2018 Eileen Madden Moreno. We are about to kick off the Scotch Doubles. First match of Scotch Doubles today will be Tibbetts and Moreno versus Barnard and Barsky. They are doing a race to 5. We're just a few minutes away from them jumping on the table and getting ready to play. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let your friends know. That allows the more people that like us, share us, the easier it is for us to continue bringing the free streams to you. We're at the Mill Casino in Coos Bay, Oregon. It's a pretty cool little place. Food prices are pretty good. The food's pretty decent. Well, these matches are supposed to kick off at 11. It's just 2 minutes till. And the teams that are supposed to be playing on this table are practicing on 2 different tables. Go figure. So get your popcorn, get ready. Scotch Doubles is entertaining. Alright, I see one team sliding into place.
Yeah, you work there.
But I don't understand why the other team is still practicing at the other end of the room. It's 11 a.m. Tick-tock, tick-tock, tick-tock. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on, let's get going. Well, come on, people. All right. Mr. Tibbetts is warming up. Their opponents are moving across the room because, don't show up at the table on time. That would be a no. So Tibbetts and Moreno versus Barnard and Barsky. Should be a good match. Pretty strong players for both teams. Both sides. Welcome everybody to BadBoys TV. I have no idea what I just did to my screen. That's weird. Whatever. Oh, we got a dislike already. Always an ass in the bunch. This is a race to 5. The Scotch Devils is divided into 3 divisions based on Fargo caps. Oh, look, they're still warming up. The Eileen Madden Memorial 8-ball tournament, singles and Scotch doubles. We're getting down to the wire in the singles. Some more singles play will continue later today. You can check out the brackets if you go to badboysbp.com. Click on live brackets. And then go to the Eileen Madden Memorial Tournament. And you can see where we're at with everything. The payouts are on the brackets. Who's played who? Who's got to play who? times for all the tables. Everything's scheduled all the way out. So, got somebody you want to follow, that's the place to go look. Check it out. Still doodling. Waiting on Carl to get back, it appears. Well, in case you missed it, here's the promo video for this one. These will be the first people in the middle of the day that will complain about not getting any breaks. I've been playing back to back all day. Yes, because your match was supposed to start 10 minutes ago. And you're just now starting your match. So, the coin is being flipped. They're shaking hands. Come on, Carl. And we are underway. Woohoo! Yay, baby! That's what we're talking about. Carl and Moreno are going to break first. You people have lost your mind with the royal wedding. Tony, good morning. How you doing? Welcome to BadBoys TV. We are now starting Scotch. Here we go. Here we go. Ready, set, and go. And Moreno breaks first. Got a ball on the break. Cue ball's in the middle of the table. At the moment, life is good. Now we'll just see what happens. Scotch Doubles has officially begun. Race to 5. Looks like Carl's going to shoot the solids. Shooting at the 7. Bumps the 3 down perfectly. I would suspect Moreno will shoot the 4, leaving Carl the 3 so that he can shoot it. What you'd like to see is her make this, put the cue ball about here, for him to make the 3 there, and be able to put the cue ball about here. So the 5 can be shot up here. Bring the cue ball down, probably in this area, so you can make the one. Nope, he didn't get there. Carl kind of poked at that one. He needed to hit that with a lot more right-hand spin. Well, it's cuttable. That's the moneymaker right there. All she's got to do is hit it perfect right there. It's about a, I don't know what, 75, 80 degree cut. Hit it good. Hit it good. Unfortunate roll on the 2, but Carl has an automatic shot here to the rail. Bring the cue ball over here. Actually, I might be able to shoot the 1 now, but I like shooting the 5. All spin. Then you shoot the 2 here, roll the cue ball forward to there. You shoot the 1 there, take the cue ball straight up table, shoot the 8 there. Piece of cake. Pool's such an easy game, you just make balls. Yeah, he shot that a hair softer than I would have. I'd have hit the rail and came back out to right here. Well, just don't bump the 9 down on top of the 1. And I think he has to go rail first. It looks to me like, which is going to make it cue ball probably go over here for the 8 ball in this pocket. It just depends. I can't really see it. Yep. Oh. Just a hair. Little more spin on the cue ball. He'd have made that, and the cue would have hit about here, and probably ended up about there. Well, Moreno came with the big killer shot on that one. Gave him a chance. Now let's see what Barnard and Barsky can do. Well, got it over there. Needed to be on that side. Would have preferred not to have come down that low, but definitely manageable. Playing it safe. I don't like this because the 1 ball's in the pocket. And there's 2 ways to get there. Lots of spin, maybe, or reverse it. Kick it back. See if I can draw a straighter line. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Yep. It's doable. I think this is the spot you want to shoot for, with a little bit of reverse English on it. I don't think the 2-railer, the 14's still going to be really close to this 2-railer. Yep, it would have been in the way. It's a good shot to practice, is coming from there to the rail and killing it. Because your angle probably shows you that it's going to go longer. practice that shot so that you realize how much you can kill that angle off. Well, got him broke out. Not a bad choice, but Carl, I think, is going to be a lot closer to making this one. And if he does make it, date goes in either corner, so he's got a tough stretch here. Alright, now he's got to do some dancing, get his body out of the way. The trick here is not to back it up too much. He's going to try to go past and shooting down on it. Reverse it. Yeah, he reversed it too much. Came back and hit that 11. Oh, cool. Thank you. So he had the right idea there. He just backed it up a little too much. Ran into the ball. Brett's back in the house.
Hey, I'm back.
Booyah.
Looks like I didn't miss too much. I must have got started a little late. Or they're playing a 20-minute game of it.
Well, no, they were practicing for...
Oh, yes.
One team was on another table practicing until almost 8 after.
Wow.
Yeah, the other team was sitting here waiting. They'll be one of these two teams will be the first team to come up and go, we haven't had a break all day.
Yeah. That's, it never fails.
Yeah.
It's funny how their view at 11 o'clock in the morning of the pace of play, it's not behind, we're doing fine. Come 11 o'clock at night, how come I got to play so late?
Yeah, because
Remember
you're
that 15
practicing
minutes you
20
took
minutes. And your first 3 rounds put you an hour and a half behind.
Yep.
Well, Moreno is back at the table. She made a great shot earlier in this match, in this game.
So Madalena and Carl.
And they just kind of got themselves in one ball hell, but they got an opportunity to get back at it. And she hit that perfect. Got Carl in a nice little line right there. My chat room is extremely quiet. There's some butthead that already got in there and hit the dislike button, but they don't realize
that helps us too.
It does help.
Thank you.
Facebook doesn't see it. YouTube doesn't see it any differently.
There's only 6 platinum Scotch Devils.
Yeah.
Wow. That's what this is, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you gotta raise that number.
Wow.
Oh, it's too low.
Yeah.
Yeah, you only have so many powerhouse teams you can get. Yep.
So this is Scott racking the balls. I was pretty sure that was his first name, but I just didn't want to. So I was getting on the brackets to. I was pretty sure, but you just.
Robert's in the chat room. How you doing, Robert? Can you try trivia in the 80s? I don't know how old he thinks we are.
We can't be
always beating
responsible
us
for
up with the
stuff
50s trivia.
50s is before we were even born. Did the world exist then? And mine didn't.
Yeah. Well, one of each.
I'm a child of the 60s.
I was basically a child of the 70s. Better music.
Well, I basically was too. I mean, the 60s.
Born in 66.
I don't remember a whole lot about the 60s other than moving out of Southern California to Oregon.
It was like 64, there was a huge storm and a huge earthquake. In 65, there was massive something.
I do remember the earthquake.
That was clearing the gate for me to be born in 66.
I do remember the earthquake because I remember it shook the garage door off of our garage.
Yeah, 64 was the big earthquake in Alaska, 8.2 or 3.
I don't remember the earthquake itself. I just remember the garage door laying on the ground.
Yep. Had to eliminate some other factors in the world before I was born.
Had to prepare this world for Rick Jones.
That's right.
Get ready. You think these disasters were bad.
You think this was some shit.
Oh, that's funny.
Too funny.
Well, this rack has got all kinds of congestion on it at both ends. Can't tell if the one goes.
Apparently there's crap going on Facebook about Christopher Clark again. If anybody's friends with Christopher Clark on Facebook, delete him, block him.
He blocked me.
He is a scumbag.
He is. I'm sorry. I don't say that about too many people, especially in the billiard industry.
He's useless. Yeah. There are some other people that could use the oxygen that guy is breathing.
I would pay his plane ticket to Derby City just to watch the show.
Just
put
him in a ring.
There's probably 40 guys there that just want to.
He's just useless.
Yeah.
I'll be nice today. Rumors and lies. He ain't who he says he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was bashing. If I remember right, he was bashing what tournament directors make for running tournaments, and he was totally wrong on his facts.
Yeah.
And I said something, and he blocked me. Oh, okay. So you can't argue with facts.
He decided to argue with me about something that happened at Derby City.
And he wasn't even there.
He was in. Yeah, he's not. I don't even. He's in the He's in the Philippines or Canada or
right.
But I'm like, okay, I was sitting at the tournament desk talking to the both players that you're talking about, so
right.
I kind of know what I'm talking about. So he blocked me.
Right. Yeah.
It's like
trying to give everybody the impression.
I'm one of the tournament directors at Derby City, so I think I kind of have a handle on what was going on.
Better than him, who wasn't even there.
It's funny, I noticed his on-cue news group. It's funny, he hasn't blocked me personally. We're not friends, but I still see what he posts.
Oh, but he was going on me, and then he's like, well, who the hell are you?
Kicked me out of his group and blocked me, and then I thought maybe they had taken his group down. I was like, oh, that'd be awesome, but no, it's still.
Yeah, he's like, who the hell are you? And I'm like, you don't know who I am. He's like, you're nobody. You don't know nothing about pool. And I'm like, okay. So he blocked me, but he didn't block. He blocked Rick Jones, but he didn't block BadBoys. And it's like, you're an idiot. I can still see everything you're posting.
Because he doesn't know who you are.
I don't know anything about pool. No, I don't go around claiming I do.
Yeah, there's the difference. He doesn't know anything, but
claims he does. I don't know anything, and I don't claim I do. Well, he is surveilling the landscape here. Nice little cut. Oh my God, what is with these people that wear the pants below their butt cheeks?
No. You know, I thought that fad was just about over.
It can't be comfortable. My pants sag like an inch, and I'm pulling them up.
Well, I don't have any
These-
butt
but-
to keep mine up.
I know, but I mean, seriously, your back pockets are like below your butt cheeks.
Yeah, I don't get that. I never did it as a fashion statement.
To me, it just looks like
I
you're
did-
asking to be
I did it
tagged
'cause-
in the ass.
I did it
but
because I've been the fat
I know.
kid, and it.
I just don't get it. It don't look cool. Looks like you don't know how to pull your diaper up. I'm giving away my age, I guess. Yeah, I'm judgmental, I guess. I see you with your pants down like that. I think you're an idiot. Kenny brought dinner.
Ooh.
Hi, Kenny.
Kenny doesn't even know what kind of M&Ms you eat.
Hey, Kenny, is that dude's pants below his butt cheeks? Yes, that's his belt below his butt cheeks. And the white T-shirt. He's wearing a ski cap, you know, because it's like 2 degrees in here.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure which guy we were talking about.
They look like homeless people with their pants down. If his pants are down like that, give Tillett a bunch of crap. Tell him to go fix that.
Hey.
What?
Take it easy on the homeless people. Half the people in this room, we're at a pool tournament, are homeless.
Yeah.
Or they're one
Or one missed ball.
one misunderstanding away from being homeless because their girlfriend will be like, out here.
One misread text from being homeless. Well,
It's funny. I know what these are supposed to taste like.
dude, there's M&M's claims they have the orange cream M&M's, but I haven't found them yet.
Orange cream.
Yeah, the coffee nut, really good, but I haven't found the orange cream yet. I like just cutting this 2 all the way up with a little bit of inside. You might go over and break out the 3. It is the second game, Rob, and Brett didn't mark Tibbetts as the win on the first game.
It's because Rick has the mouse.
Rick didn't know he had the mouse. Thanks, Robin.
Hey, that's what they're there for, to keep us in line. Is that the Robin I think it is?
Well, we got distracted by people that don't know how to dress themselves.
It is the Robin I was thinking it is. Good morning, Robin.
How many Robins do you know? Batman and Robin, Robin Hood.
Okay, I hadn't even thought of those two. But 6 if you count those.
6. Chris Robbins, but that's
Oh well,
an S,
no, I
so
didn't
that
count.
doesn't
I didn't
count.
count her. I don't count all her family. I don't count them.
So I only know 3 Robins.
I used to date a girl
Batman
named
and Robin,
I used to date a girl
Robin
named
Hood, Robin Idell,
My pool coach's name was Robin. It's not that uncommon of a name. I mean,
No, I didn't say it was uncommon.
you see names like that, sometimes you wonder why they aren't more common. It's like,
Yeah, some names.
what is
it's
it
like,
about Mike and Rick and...
I don't know, dude.
You know,
it's like some names are like really cool, and it's not used near as much. And then
It's funny.
it's like the name Pepper. I think it's a
Yeah.
cool name for a woman,
Yeah, I know one.
and I only know two,
I've
and they're
only known
both
one.
fictional characters. But I was like, it's a
Oh.
cool name. It's like
There was one lady.
the Chicken Iron Man, and then what's that TV show with the three witches? One of those characters is named Pepper.
Never been into witches, so probably never watched it.
Well, you have to be into hot chicks.
The only
Bonnie watched it, and they were all three pretty, so it's like, yeah, I'll watch.
I'll watch it. Okay, that's how I got to be watching Dancing with the Stars.
But
Julie
yeah,
says-
that's a
Julie
cool
says, "Sit
name,
down
and,
and watch
it's
it."
not as common as you think it would be.
Yeah,
And then there's other names. It's like, really? I know like 7 people with that name, and that's a terrible name to
I was
have.
reading
I
the
would
thing,
be so
you know.
disappointed with that name.
my kids were all born in the '80s, and it was real popular to have the.
Chris Robbins is now mad at you. See, Chris
Chris
will talk to Brett, and Chris will talk to Darcy, who used my name, but Chris don't talk to me, and I don't think that's fair.
Chris is mad at me. What? Why?
Because she said Robbins doesn't count.
Robbins. That's not Robin.
She says she's mad at you because she doesn't count. What the hell?
Oh, she'll get over it. I got her T-shirt.
Well, do you try to make the one go rail first, or do you try to shoot the 3-ball combo?
I would shoot the 3-ball, but you don't know where that 3...
Yeah,
Oh, that worked out
worked.
good. Okay,
that
that
worked
worked
out
good.
okay. She knew
Now-
right where it was going.
Now you kind of be able to just draw this back a little bit. I can't tell how straight. This looks like they may have a little more angle than they'd like. But if you could just pop it back a little bit and even the 8 down in the corner.
I'm not sure what dress code they're using here,
I don't think they're using one.
but I can tell you.
I've seen flip-flops, and
Well, they allow that at the Western BCA,
when you don't have referees, it's pretty hard to...
but they're allowing.
Oh, no.
They're allowing.
They don't allow flip-flops. You have to have a strap.
Oh, what
I was-
difference does
'cause
it make?
told
Once
Julie-
the toes are bare, what
I told
difference
Julie I
does it
want to
make?
get my flip-flops and then just
Oh,
put
you
a...
made
Oh,
it
she's-
in scratch.
Ouch.
Ugh. Ouch! That
wanted-
side pocket.
I
has
wanted to
just
wear
been
my flip-flops and
huge
just
today.
put a rubber band around the back. So I have a strap. Or tie
Well,
a piece
it's
of
just
string.
retarded.
Tie a piece of string.
It's a
around
dumb,
it. Technically, I'd be okay.
but it's dumb.
I,
If you're wearing sandals and your
Yeah.
toes are showing, what difference does it make whether there's a strap along the back or not?
they want nice sandals.
But
They don't want
I've
the-
seen nice sandals that have no strap along the back
I have to.
versus some hillbilly honky
Yeah.
tonks that do. To me, that's dumb. What's the purpose of a dress
I'm
code?
sitting here in
You
a
want an
pair of the
appearance,
old
right?
goofy-looking Crocs. But yeah.
Crocs are comfortable and
They
they cover
are.
your toes, so who cares?
Yeah.
And if I'm wearing, see, I wear mine all the time. I'm not wearing them today, but with my jeans on, you can't tell if the strap is across the back or not.
No, and I never wear the strap across
I
the
don't
back
either.
ever.
If you're gonna have a dress code, the dress code should serve a purpose. What's up, Chris? How you doing?
Well, I just got...
I like Chris Robbins.
heard my
Now
name.
she's my friend.
See, now she's got a... they talk about me when
yeah,
I'm
we
not
don't
even
want to
on
talk to
here.
Brett.
I'm not even...
You disowned her. You're on the crap list, Brett.
That's okay.
Well, Moreno puts a hell of a stroke into that break, doesn't she?
At least I made a list.
She didn't make nothing this time, but she spreads them out. She gives it everything.
Oh, I saw that. There's a gal down there with the the pink pool shirt. Aim, shoot, swear, repeat.
Yeah,
That's been popping up on my Facebook. I think, how long is it going to be before I see somebody wearing that shirt?
Yeah.
It's pretty creative.
Well, it's all spread out. You just got to decide which route you want to take. It looks like it's going to go with stripes. That's just a matter of preference,
I
really.
kinda
I think the 13 is the only iffy shot, really. Which would probably lead me towards going towards the solids. But
I think the 13 goes, so.
Yeah, you just got to hit the rail just before the pocket. Either way, like I said,
and I believe
Moreno spread them out pretty good.
The 8 looks like it goes by the 3, so the solids aren't blocking anything.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, she didn't get a ball to fall in. There's nothing more frustrating than hitting a great break, spreading them all out, and then sitting down and watching your opponents just pick them off.
Especially when you know your opponent can't break that good.
I'll usually, when my opponent dries break, and I'll do it in a league or something. I would never do it in a tournament, but they break dry and I run out. I go, wow, that was a nice break. Even I could get out on it.
Yeah. Kind of just dig it in just a little bit. Yep, there you go. Now you could get a little tricky here. You don't do these in the right order. Although the 13 will go in the side pocket. It's just a little sketchy.
Now the Scotch aren't fair matched, are they?
No, they're divided by
caps.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, which is the way to go.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully the tournament promoters and organizations will start to see that, raising up the caps to try to appease the better players isn't really the way to go.
Well, there's just not enough of them.
Yeah.
Really, for tournament purposes, unless you want to just do an open event, the Fargo cap, you almost want to break up, and I know that for most people it sounds ridiculous, but you want to break up the super strong teams.
Yeah.
So there's more teams. I mean, hey, if you want the super strong teams and you want to watch them, then go ahead and have that 6-team division or that 20-player division. That's fine. But if you wanted to, you want to get the caps that we had set for the Western BCA 8-ball event, we wanted 900, 1,000, and 1,100. And the reason I picked those is because I sat and did the math with all the players, and what we should have gotten was roughly 100 in the 900, 90 in the 1,000, and about 75 to 80 in that top division. And then they wanted to bump the top division higher. And I told Ray Cunningham, I said, look, then you're going to get about 115, 90-something, and 60-something. And I think I was within two teams.
Well, that's good.
That's, if you're cool with that and that's what you want, that's fine.
It shows them that you have thought about this and you know what you're talking about.
But my purpose was to try to make 3 divisions as close to the same size. So the payouts are more if the divisions are bigger. And
I don't know. For a 6-team division, the payouts are not going to be.
Right. So it's just a matter of what you want. Nice little run out there. That break was too good.
It was.
2-1.
But they needed that, eh?
Yeah.
It's them on the board. And it's their break.
So, it's just a matter of what you want to do with your event. There's really no right or wrong with Fargo. You can use that to regulate an event many different ways. You can regulate the size of your divisions. You can regulate the skill of your divisions. Fargo is going to change the face of pool, even for the non-believers.
Yeah, it will. Well, I think it already has.
March was huge success, if you ask me, for the Western BCA.
Yes, it was.
So, I mean, if it was up to me, your singles and team divisions would have no male or female preference in the future, in the next 5 years. Get rid of all of that.
Yeah, I think that's something you kind of have to phase out. I mean, small event like this.
Scotch doubles, I think you need to. I think you could offer both divisions. I think you should still maintain a Jack and Jill.
Yeah, at the larger events, like a regional tournament or the national tournament, I could see.
But offer both, because
yeah.
There's only so many women playing pool. But still have the Jack and Jill, because it's a little different. I'm afraid if you just go any two doubles, a lot of women will not put up the fight to play. And you need to have some stepping stones for really not just women, but just for the weak players in general.
Right.
You have to have that stepping stone to get better. Yeah, that's got us.
And Rick is off to handle another issue. Oh, she didn't quite cut that enough. Good try, Madalena. Don't believe she blocked a 5 either, so brings Christy to the table.
Come on, Brett. Got to entertain our people.
And that sigh would tell you that he's back.
Well, they got a good chance of making this 2-2.
Yeah, Madalena she undercut the 9, hit the 5. And kind of wide open table. The room just doesn't look as full today as it did yesterday.
It's funny because all the tables are in play.
Are they really?
Yeah, and there's 4 people at every table. Well, there's a couple of tables that aren't.
I was going to say, I see like 4 or 5 tables down here.
But there's 4 people at each table instead of 2. Chat room's all quiet.
Yeah, I made Chris mad, so she's not speaking to us.
Well, 7 ball is really the only trouble ball. But you got to move that 3 so the 2 goes by there.
I have to say that we have a local pool group on Facebook, the Rogue Valley Pool Players, and Chris does a great job of keeping people up on like live streaming, what's going on.
Oh, you are butt
what's
kissing
happening.
now, aren't you?
Well, hey, I'm giving her,
Chris, you scared him off now.
Giving her the credit where it belongs, where
he's
she's earned it. I'm thinking, geez, you know,
he's afraid he's
I'm
been
sitting
bumped
here,
from the Chris Robbins
No,
Cool
but I'm
Club.
sitting here thinking, wow, here I am commentating. I could have threw it up to, you know, one of our local boys was playing for the hot seat.
That's too funny.
I was.
Yeah. He's afraid he's going to get bumped completely out of the Chris Robbins Cool Club.
That's not even possible.
That cracked me up.
Yeah.
Well, I think you shoot the 1 and come around for the 7. Shoot that 1.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
And put a lot of spin on it.
Because the 7 doesn't go.
Try to get over here somewhere. Really, where you want to be is right there, but I think it goes this way. Or you can shoot this. I don't think Christy can see the 6 enough to make it, so. Gotta put a ton of spin on it, Chrissy. You hit that cue ball at about 8:30. Hit that cue ball at 8:30 and you'll. Oh, too hard. Whoa. Too hard. Could have just bumped that 13 and stayed right there. Would have been beautiful.
Well, Scott can still bank.
Got a shot.
Bank it and draw out
for a shot on the 6 into the
6. That's about all.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
getting shape on the 8's going to be tough too. They're probably going to be banking the 8 too if they can get to it.
Probably.
Nice shot. Look at this. Look at it.
Oh, don't get over there too quick.
Well.
Okay. I mean, it's a small window, but boy, you cut that 6 in.
Try to draw?
I would come off the, well.
Where are you going to go? You can't try to get the cue ball up here. The 8's not going to go off of the.
She's looking at the bank.
I would take a swing at it, though. Because I think your angle.
To draw into that?
I think. And then you got a nice cut shot down. Maybe. If you don't get there. You know, if you're right here, you got the bank going across the face.
I was like coming off this top rail here and
try to swing at it that way.
Try to come in. You could bump the 12.
I think you're going to come over here though, aren't you?
No.
And try to.
How
about right there?
That's. Hey. That would work.
It's kind of hard to tell the angle from here. I think. If you do follow, you're going to. Yeah. You don't want to hit the 8 going that way unless you bump it just in front of the pocket. And the way she just aimed at that, I think the draw shot's going to take you this way. Let's see what happens. Hit it with inside English. You're going to hit it with low right. I'd hit it with low left. I think you'd pull right into that 12. Let's see, going low right's going to send you wider. Oh. Yep, send you wider.
Man,
got a nice little nudge.
Man, that would have been perfect if she had pocketed that. And she rattled it. I mean, she didn't miss by much. That was really a nice.
Yeah, that was a nice little nudge there. Chris said she'll let you back in the club if you don't make her pay for the Eileen T-shirt. She said she takes bribes for friendship.
Takes bribes.
That's what she said. Look, it's right there in writing.
I know she takes bribes.
And this
who doesn't take,
chat room
come on, who does
follows
not, who
forever
does not,
now.
Who does not take bribes? Who among us?
That's the coolest thing I think YouTube has done is.
Why do you think I have friends? People take bribes.
I got 73 friends, and only 72 of them cost me money.
I used to tell my kids that I don't like this kid anymore. I said, hey, no, you be friends with them. I've paid them good money to be friends with them.
The other one's a friend because I feed him.
Yeah.
I can't even look over there, dude. I can't stand people with their pants down below their butt cheeks.
At least get a shirt that's too big for you.
If I was tournament director, we'd be standing out in the hallway having a little chit-chat.
Boy, pull your pants up.
You got to have pants that fit. Well, this is just connect the dots in the right order to draw the perfect picture. I like shooting the 11 now, or 13, whatever that is. It's
Yeah.
11.
I like
Shoot the 11 because you're straight on it. Then shoot it and stop. And
Go
then
get
shoot
the
the 9
9,
and come out for the 15,
15,
13, 8. Piece of cake. Don't get too crazy, Carl. Just shoot that in there. Now you go like this. Make the 9 there. Take the cue ball. Out to here. Shoot that there. Shoot that there. Shoot the 8 there. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. There we go. Nope. I gotta remove. So I take it Chris lives down by you.
Yeah. She lives in Medford. I live in Grants Pass, but
It's all the same.
it's, we all play at the same pool hall because there's only one.
There's only one. Wow.
It's funny. He's got 7 diamond bar tables in there, and he's desperately looking for 2 more.
She's got to be careful here. You want to keep that cue ball close to the rail.
Yeah, but there's not that much.
If she
If you
pops
just-
out here, I think it's...
Shoot with kind of a stop stroke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No. You just easily should be able to hold that cue ball right there.
Yeah, just kill it right there. So you just kind of loosen up your grip and...
Uh-oh, she didn't hit it hard enough and then threw it away.
Yeah, yeah, that was headed away from the rails. And
Yeah, that was all her. And her...
She
Watch
didn't,
her...
she didn't look real comfortable. No, she was moving.
No, she's moving around her back arm and everything.
She didn't look comfortable in that shot.
Watch in the replay how she's kind of
Yeah,
like she couldn't
like
find the
swaying.
aiming spot.
Like swaying.
Yeah, look,
If she hits it.
she moved like 2 inches over.
Yeah. Yeah, that's never a good thing if you're moving around.
And then she turns to her partner and says, "Did you see that?" I'm like, yeah, that rolled off.
Of course.
Yes,
Of course the table rolled
that
off.
totally rolled off. Wow, what the hell?
Well, no, he was trying to go down and back up. That was a good
Why?
shot.
The 8 goes in that side. Why not just make the 6
was-
right there and
Because I don't think he didn't want to
drift up a little bit?
He didn't want to slow roll it, try to hold the cue ball. He just missed the 6.
Yeah.
Carl's going to be like, thank you very much.
Yeah. It's kind of a gift.
Tina.
Argentina.
While you're over there, make that guy pull his pants up. Oh, that's right, he can't. He can't.
I can't. There's no dress code.
24 watching, only 11 likes. Please hit the like button. That keeps our sponsors happy and allows us to continue bringing you free streams.
Oh, my goodness.
And wow.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow.
Shot it right into the point.
You know, this happened in a match last night. Remember that? Where they were like playing really good, and then all of a sudden they had like that one game that was just like, what in the hell?
If this goes hill, the team that loses is going to look back and go.
At this one game where they both had multiple chances.
Although pool players tend to only look at the last game. They'll forget about this game.
The one game that actually made the difference.
This was the game that actually won or lost.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like the mentality of, oh, yeah, I'm in the money round. This game's more important. No, it was the games that got you to that game, that got you to that game, which got you to this game.
The most important match these guys are playing is this one.
Yeah, because if you don't win this one, you don't get to the next one. You don't get to the next one. It's confusing. I know it's confusing.
I get a kick out of the referees every time they're going to tell me a scenario. Okay, it's hill.
Yeah, so?
That's right. So?
It doesn't make any difference. If the hill game is so important, what about the game when it's hill not? And you make the call that the other team doesn't even get to the hill. How's that any different?
Yeah. Well, like last night, that concession or where the guy moved the cue ball when it was still in motion.
Yeah.
That was hill.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so why would you even touch a ball? If it's hill, you're not going to be racking them again.
Oh, look at this bump.
Oh,
wow.
That makes it a little. Well,
makes it a lot tougher.
Now watch Carl just spear this right in.
Well, and here's the thing with this shot. Just focus on making it because your natural English is going to put the cue ball over here and leave your opponent tough. So don't even think about leaving your opponent tough. Just make the ball. The voodoo game. Seems like there's always a set that has that one game that nobody wants to win.
There. Oh, man.
Wow.
Look at this.
Wow.
Carl says, well,
you guys don't like this game, do you?
Let's continue the suffering. I'm going to rattle the 8, but leave you no shot.
2 rail. You just nudge it.
Yeah, that's not.
You just nudge it. Just a little bump. Lead the cue ball right here. 6 ball right here. Force them to kick at it. I mean, it's not in the jaws of the pocket.
No.
They could double kiss it and not make it. They could.
All kinds of things could happen.
Miss it. There's a lot of things that could happen. Could give you the game. That's really all you got to. That's all you got. I mean, unless you want to go balls out and try to win, but it's kind of foolish.
Patience. There you go. Patience is rewarded here usually.
Yeah.
Now they might just jump up and kick it in, but that doesn't mean
they do. They earned it.
Yeah, that doesn't mean
you didn't give it to them. They earned it.
And there's nobody that deserves to kick this in more than Madalena because she's.
Yeah, after that.
She missed the 13 and then she missed
that
the
13
8.
was just something was weird about that. She was moving around.
Yeah, she just wasn't comfortable.
She changed her aim like 2-3 inches.
I'm rooting for her to just kick this right in.
Don't look at it too long. Don't look at it too long. Just go halfway. Aim to there. Aim to right there. Parallel over. And what you'll get is you'll hit here.
Let's see what I do.
Here.
I use kind of your same thing. Oh, I was going to
redraw. You got time to redraw. She's not sure what she wants to do.
Okay, here's your halfway.
Uh-huh.
So I just look at that spot down on this rail.
Yeah,
That's
but
my
that doesn't always work for you if
my
the
aim point.
if the 8's not.
Instead of
If the 8 is up here,
no, you have to
that's
adjust.
where the parallel system
You have
works
to adjust.
pretty good. But see, I want to hit this rail over here first, because if I hit it and miss it, the cue ball is going to come up here.
Yeah, this is definitely a good 2-rail.
Oh, she put some spin on it.
She's gonna. Oh, look at the! Oh my goodness.
It's freak.
Okay, our viewers can't see it. She walked over and fist bumped Carl.
Freak shot right there.
Okay, this has turned into from a sad game to
we need
one of
we
the
need
most
a hand
entertaining
cam over
games.
here.
This is one of the most.
She's got the big cheese smile on her face. She knows she got away with something there.
Yep.
How those two balls don't separate. You hit them at that speed.
Had you tried, I mean, you could give her 20 tries to do that. She's not going to do it once.
Well, here's what you do here.
Because I thought, holy smoke,
Halfway
she shot that hard.
To here. Right?
I mean, this is absolute jail.
So you parallel that with just a tad of English. But you got to have such perfect ball speed.
Okay, I'm not totally.
That's all you can do.
Okay, I don't think she's got that because I'm looking down at the table around the monitor here. I think she's corner hooked.
Okay, then gel hook that. Shoot the cue ball into the point, hitting the 8 on the backside, trying to push the 8 over here.
That might be. I think Christy is corner hooked here. Yeah, see, she's only got the side rail.
I can't see.
Oh, you can't see now. But oh my goodness, this has turned into just.
No, it's not. But her aiming point on that side rail is terrible. Yeah, you have to put spin on that. You have to.
Yeah, she didn't spin it.
Come around.
Carl's like, all right, phew.
Good God, if he doesn't make it,
if
he doesn't make it, we got to throw shit.
We're declaring this match over if he misses this.
You got to. So help me God, if you scratch or something weird there.
This is not the commentator's jinx if he misses this. Oh my gosh, that turned into a real entertaining game.
Good Lord, Moreno got so lucky just pinching that 8 like that.
Hey, that's what you do. You pick a partner that's good and lucky.
But going back to that tight,
I told you they're going to look back at this game,
right? That's something people need to practice because you get running English with it, and it'll go wide. So you got to get spin to tighten that up, bring it back.
That's one of the.
It's a good shot to practice, so you know how it comes out of those corners.
Players just don't seem to practice like 2 and 3 rail kicks.
No, and I'll tell you
they'd
what,
rather practice
they'll be lifesavers.
Yeah, they want to practice running out.
And it's look, practice those. It's not always just for a hit. It might be to get shape on something.
And I tell you, I've watched
two rails. You use way more than one rail.
I've watched Shane Van Boning practice for hours, and that's one of the things he will practice is 2, 3, 4 rail kicks.
Yeah, because you got to know how the ball's moving through those.
Yeah. I could never, ever, ever practice the way he does. I mean, he is so disciplined, it's just insane.
He got nothing else to do.
He will shoot the same shot for an hour and a half.
That's where you see his game slip every once in a while. He gets a girlfriend. Before that, he wasn't all that lucky, so he practiced a lot.
Well, it really kind of made me feel. It really kind of put me in perspective. You know, I'm always practicing and doing these drills, and we're sitting at the U.S. bar table. The last year it was in Reno, and he's watching Jeffrey Ignacio practice and practice and practice. He goes, "Yeah, I used to do that." He says, "Now I found there's more to life than just pool." And then he kind of sat there, and you could tell he was thinking. He goes, "Well, I don't even know what I'd practice now." He goes, "I guess maybe my break." And I'm thinking, wow, you're so good You don't even really know what you'd practice anymore.
There's probably not a shot on the table he hasn't hit 10,000 times.
Yep.
I remember when he came to Q Olympics, and he just sat there and practiced. And all the junior kids, back then it was, I think Brandon Schuff was there. Shuffit.
Yeah. Now, did you know
Bergman? All those kids were, they were all pretty young then.
Yeah, they're all
and they were all just watching Shane over there practice.
Really?
I'm like, seriously, you get a bigger crowd watching Shane practice than you do at most events in the finals.
Well, I'm guilty. I've sat at Derby City back there in the TV arena after hours and just watched him practice and practice and practice.
Yeah, it's just because you're too tired to get up and go to another table where they're playing a match.
You're right.
You go over there and you sit down and you go, I wonder what Shane's doing. Oh, hell, he's just practicing, but I'm not getting up and moving.
You kind of know me well. And actually,
Nice
watching him practice sometimes is more exciting than watching some of the.
It can be when he's hitting the right stuff. That was a nice shot. Got a little break out there. 4 balls a little bit in a jam. You could shoot the 4 now. Cross
I'll
side.
never forget the first time I saw Shane, met Shane, might have been the last U.S. bar table they had at the Sands when we were in Reno. And this kid,
Nice shot.
he was a young kid. I'd never seen him before, but he had a button-down shirt, and like a long-sleeve button-down dress shirt.
Right.
He'd roll the sleeves up when he played. He just seemed so respectful, and I'm like, wow, this kid's kind of different. But he kept to himself,
Right.
About the only people he ever talked to were the guys from Tar, Justin and Big Nasty. In fact, Chad was always over there talking to him. But I think that's when I asked Chad, who is this kid? He kind of looked at me with this big grin. He goes, yeah, you're not going to be asking that very long. He said he's going to be the next big world beater. Of course, you hear that every day.
Oh, yeah, constantly.
Oh, really? This is the next. This is the next Earl. This is the next Efren.
I can take a little pride in knowing I helped Shane get his start.
Yeah.
Freak of circumstance. He was going to make it anyway. Might have just taken him longer.
Yeah, you might have sped it up by 6 months.
But yeah, we got to pick the player that went to the pro event there at Nationals that year. And it was between him and another player, and the other player pissed me off. And I had seen Shane play in Reno, and he would like a few months before he was playing Tony Chohan, 1 ball, 1 pocket on a 9-foot.
Oh, wow.
And I, hey, this kid can play. So we picked him, and then he took second at that event, which got him invited to the 10 ball, which he won.
Which he won, yep. And then it was
off
out.
to the races.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember, getting a good seat to watch that final, and he got beat 7-0.
Yeah, we picked him, and he took second. And then he got invited to the 10 ball and won it against Cliff Joyner, I think it was. Yeah, it was against Cliff. And then I think he played in another event, and then he went to the U.S. Open where he won. Pretty sure that's how it went down. Or maybe it was the next year he won the US Open.
It was.
No, it was 2007.
Was it?
Yeah, it would have been the next year. Because I think
Yeah.
Shane got his swing at the BCA Nationals in 2006. Yep. It was pretty cool.
The rest is history.
Yep. That's the one cool thing about Derby City that a lot of people don't realize is we get to see a lot of players coming. Billy Thorpe Nobody knew who he was.
I just,
And we were like,
it's just
dude,
amazing.
this kid's coming, man.
I've known Billy for
long time.
like 10 years.
Yeah.
And I remember he was just a gambler. I thought, this kid's never going to amount to anything. He's in with the wrong crowd and everything. But
Right.
I had no idea.
He made it through the wrong crowd.
I had no idea he was hanging with this bad crowd. But his dad was sitting over on the sidelines,
Right.
He was gambling with them, but he wasn't one of them.
Well, I think the 8 ball got a little messed up there, but still should be okay. If it goes between the 7 and the 5 in the upper right, then they're okay.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, it does.
I think it does.
It's snug, but it does. But yeah.
I remember.
It's funny. Somebody tried to say AccuStats gave Billy Thorpe his nickname. I was like, oh hell no.
No.
We were calling him the Torpedo a year before AccuStats even knew who Billy Thorpe was. No, y'all ain't getting credit for that. But yeah, seen a lot of kids like Billy Thorpe style come through even the Derby area, and then they just disappear.
Yeah.
It's like
So
they have
many
this
of them
great
just-
talent, and then
They go down that wrong road, They
Yeah.
start getting into the drugs and the
then all of a sudden
booze and the women and
it's over. Seen a bunch of them come and go. I think Billy's in a really good groove now, and he's hanging out with Shane and Skyler and Bergman, and those guys
are all.
They got it going on.
Bergman sure turned his life around.
Yep.
I don't know too many nicer
Could tell
guys.
some great stories.
We
We used to be the ones that were like, I wish that old guy would write down some stories. You know what? In another 15, 20
We
years,
could
we'll
write
be
it down.
those old guys. That's kind of messed up.
It's like,
Nice out here. Just got to make that
I
8.
think he's.
It'll go.
Oh yeah, it goes like looking around.
That's sad, Brett. We're about to be those old guys.
I know, isn't it?
It wasn't those.
I was
We weren't
sitting-
those old guys yesterday.
Sitting
What
in
the
the
hell?
sitting in the hallway at Derby a couple years ago, talking to Shannon Dalton and Brandon Schuff, and I says, "I'll never forget the first time I met you guys." And they kind of looked at me, and they were, they never know if it's going to be a good or bad thing. And I told them it was when they had the U.S. Open Banks. I said, man, I had been watching Shannon because I'd heard the name, and so I was really watching him. And I said,
That was when they did it at the Plaza.
yeah, they did it
Yeah,
at the Plaza.
yep.
And because I was playing in the amateur. And I said, one of the most amazing feats I ever saw was Shannon I think he was playing Danny Medina, 10 ball on a bar table. They'd gone hill. He won that. He walks over to play the finals of the Banks against Brandon.
On a 9-footer.
On a 9-footer.
Yeah.
And Brandon says, they said something about, do you need warm-up or something? He goes, no, I'm ready. And I just went, wow. And, of course, then Brandon's like, oh, the cannon's getting shot down tonight,
Yeah, he's he's a froggy kid back then.
We all laughed because he's like, yeah, I might have been a little premature on that one. And Shannon put on an exhibition of banking that was just, well, to this day, Julie.
Well, you can't mess with
Julie
guys
was
like
sitting there
Shannon
watching.
Dalton and Shannon Murphy and
Yeah.
Brumback and
To this day, we'll be at the pool hall and I'll make a great bank or something, and Julie will just look at me and wink and go, "Nice shot, Shannon."
yeah, those guys are banking.
Oh.
Banking insanity is. Well, hey, while we're waiting on this little commercial restroom break. We're gonna do it for all our
They should give that
tournaments.
to you, and
We're gonna create a
they should
title page at the end of streams.
they should give you a little incentive to play their commercial.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, we the first one I did really to promote an event was for Snoqualmie last year because we knew we were going to get some resistance.
Well,
It worked out pretty good.
You did the one to promote your business,
Yeah, no.
That was really cool.
Yeah.
A lot of people loved it.
Yeah, so we're going to start working on making some more. He said the music's a bit weird. Well, you got to have the rights for music, and Dominic Gaudius gave us the rights to his music, and he's only got so many songs out there, so I can't use the same song over and over and over.
Yeah.
So.
Anybody who wants to write music and
Yeah, you got an idea what kind of videos I like to make, so if you guys just want to do up some music
I'm surprised Kenny hasn't.
Well, he did the soundtrack on one of our little commercial things. Problem is you got to have more than just guitar.
Right. Yeah.
So, yeah, I'd love to do up some commercials and just send them to somebody and go, hey, put music to it that matches up. Because it took me a while to, if you go back and listen to that little commercial there's a spot where the music changes. But it took me a long time to get it lined up so when the ball breaks, to get the music to match up close enough to it to be kind of cool. And most people probably won't even notice. But, yeah, I messed with it for like 4 or 5 hours trying to get that little line up there.
Yeah, the things that are important to you that
Most people don't give a shit.
well, I was going to say, and then there's a guy like me who, I've never even
Yeah, I don't listen to anything on Facebook.
Mike Deichman just stopped by. He made us a little sign that says live stream on. So
Yeah.
and I said, well, people can't read. And he did it as kind of a joke. I told him, I think it's working. Hey, the new president of the Western BCA has just walked into the room. It's going to be your new best buddy.
Yeah. He's a politician now. Have no use for him.
Okay.
Darren!
Oh, he ain't listening to you.
Give me something to throw at him.
He's kissing babies and shaking hands. Everybody's so happy for him because it's not them.
Yeah. That's a true story. Nothing's worse than not even running for president and ending up president. Well,
Told him he should go to the meeting. No.
I couldn't. God save associations, man. I think it's really cool that they Facebook Live their meetings. There's no way I could sit in a meeting like that.
So I'm laying in the hospital.
The progress is too slow for me.
I'm laying in the hospital.
I'm not wired for that.
Mike Deichman sends me the link to the Facebook Live of the meeting. He goes, in case you're having trouble sleeping.
It's like, I know there's a lot of topics and I'm interested in them, but
they had just cut
holy moly.
They had just cut me the full length of my stomach, and I'm laying in bed, and I'm like, I was laughing, and it hurt so bad. I'm like, this was meant to be funny, but it's not really funny.
But here's the thing. I don't know if I should respect the people that go and sit through those meetings and deal with that, or fear them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the fact that you can sit through that meeting like that tells me you could probably withstand waterboarding. And it's a little scary.
I just can't. I mean, I tried. I did it
it's like, okay, we're going to discuss the dress code. And then they go on for like 2 hours. And it's like, oh my God, just put pants on. What the?
Yeah.
You know, and then there's people that are like, they're deeply serious about this conversation, and it's like, oh my God, you could so withstand waterboarding. You're a little scary.
I thought, wow, I gotta drive 7 hours. I gotta drive 7 hours to endure this. Then turn around, drive 7 hours back home, then go to work the next day.
Yeah.
I just can't do it anymore.
Well, it's just, the whole process is, you got to have some respect for the people that.
Well, there's technology
that can
now
do that.
They can,
I just, I'm the type of guy that's, we got to make a decision. We got to go. We got things to do. We got to move on to the next thing.
Yeah.
And I'm not wired to have
You don't wanna
heated
hear-
long.
you don't wanna
I
hear
put a lot of
every
thought
voice.
into stuff that we do, but I can't have useless debates and I'm not trying to say that. Sometimes somebody will get up there and debate something, and it's like, okay, we've covered that. You're just saying it differently, and I don't have time for that.
It's like Facebook in real life.
Yeah. I'm not trying to diss anybody. I personally can't do that. And I watched, and it's like, this person debates this, and then this person goes, yeah, but they're saying the same thing, only different.
You'll love it.
saying it differently.
I had a
And it's
guy-
like, oh my God, can we just move along?
I had a guy get on Facebook this morning, and he was trying to say what a horrible person I was. And
That you are?
Yeah, that I am. Yeah, and
Well,
because we don't, we have differing views of the world or whatever. But he says, you only state your opinion, you never state any facts. And then he goes on to say what a horrible father I am and how I've raised my daughters.
how does he know anything?
And I just
Does this
thought,
guy know you?
he says we've met once. I guess it would have been at a Western BC.
Hey, you leave my son Hitler out of this conversation.
But
No,
but it's like,
you
I
don't know
don't-
nothing about me.
I don't think we've ever met. But But it's like, why? I don't know. To me, it's like, okay, you and I differ in a lot of things in the world. It's like,
But it doesn't. The thing is
change how I feel about you.
people get so heated about stuff, and it's
Yeah.
like, look, you can have your opinion or your view of things, and what most people don't understand is maybe your side, you're not explaining it the way that person needs to hear it for it to make sense, because it doesn't mean you're right or wrong,
No.
Or
I mean, it's like
these details aren't left in
it's
there.
like not liking somebody because they like chocolate ice cream and you like vanilla. I mean, it's,
Well, I mean, come on, dude. Luke Thomas, how can me and him even be friends? He doesn't like bacon.
yeah, I don't understand that.
How do you trust somebody that
I
doesn't
don't
like bacon?
I don't trust Luke. I did before, but I don't trust him.
and now you know, and it's like, hey.
Not letting that guy. Not letting that guy play on the wire. I tell you, he doesn't like bacon. He might not pay me.
He's like, I don't like bacon. I'm like,
Are
okay.
you even human?
I don't think I can front you this
Well,
$10.
What's funny is we roomed together one time, and one of the things I always do when I go to Western BCA is I cook up some bacon ahead of time so I can just throw it in the microwave and have it for breakfast.
Yeah.
I go, oh, this is gonna be He never said a word. I would always set other stuff on top of it.
So you're gonna go with the 9-ball cross corner, but
Boy, that's a tight.
it cross corner.
Cross corner.
Yeah, gotta go cross
Yeah, because I'm
corner.
thinking that too really is right there for cross.
I don't think the 13 can get behind the 9 to kick it cross side. Oh, would have been nice to hit that 6 coming down.
Yeah.
Well, you're
That's
spread
not
out now.
It's not a bad leave though.
Yeah, there's really no shot there unless you can see the 1. But
I don't think so. And the 1's blocking the 3, which is the only ball really I think Carl has to shoot.
well, you can cut this 3 this way. Try to set it there. You can try to get the cue ball here.
Yeah, that's
It's a tough order.
probably.
But where else you gonna go?
That's what I would be looking at is.
I mean, the only other shot you got really is a 3 there.
No, you're selling out then.
Well, you know what? Can he see the 2?
Yes.
Then the 2. Just go for the 2 and the make.
I didn't really think about that, but yes, he can see the 2.
Wow, it got loud in here all of a sudden. People are breathing.
I think people are starting to finish up their 11 o'clock matches. It's 12:27.
24 watching, 14 likes, 1 dislike. And that's okay because most people don't realize Facebook will tell you where the dislike came from. And we already have a chopper in the air.
And thank you. Thank you for interacting with us. That's what they want. They don't care if you like us or not. They just
sucker.
They want you to interact with us. Wouldn't it be funny to have these guys in suits knock on the door? We noticed you were watching Bad Boys TV earlier.
And you hit the dislike button.
You did not hit the like button.
We're going to have to have the conversation.
You have not hit the like button in 3 tournaments. We want to know what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be kind of fun to do that, wouldn't it? So we can see right here by the data that you and Pornhub are really close. But for some reason, you don't like Bad Boys TV. Can we speak to your wife?
What is somebody posted one of those memes. It says,
yeah.
Guy gets on Pornhub.
Jesus Christ, dude, you've seen every video?
Video.
That's so funny.
You need
Get
another
a life.
Get a hobby. I laughed so hard.
Yeah, that one was priceless.
That's some real creativity
Bill's
there.
in the chat room.
Bill. It's like, well, I watched all the videos on Pornhub, so I'm back in the chat.
It's too funny. Well, that one ball missed there. Should make this a 3-3 ball game.
Yeah, that hurt.
Yep.
And that's gonna do it.
About to be 3-3.
Notice
Race to 5.
Neither one of these teams are doing a whole lot of talking.
No,
but
they're doing a whole lot of strange looks at each other though. The last few games
haven't really needed to though.
Been really sketchy results in the last 2-3 games. 3-3.
3-3.
Yep. Chris Robbins. Just figure I say her name once in a while. Just might hop in the chat room and go, what?
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 Are you talking about me again?
Hold on, we can tell if she's listening to us. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. See the cats go running to the TV. And for you dog owners, oh, dear puppy. Cookie, good puppy. Cookie.
I don't know. See, I love it when I come home and my dogs run out to the car to meet me and are so happy.
See, I would love that too if the dog would just go to the litter box.
A cat doesn't do that.
Our cats do. We walk into the house, cats come right to us.
Well, your cats haven't seen you for 6 months yet.
Dude, Grandma hasn't fed us in days.
I was gonna say.
She's senile. Come here, I'll show you. That's my cat. Come here. Seriously.
If you ever stay with the Joneses, you might want to find out some information about their cats, because I'm like laying in bed. Cat comes up.
You gotta. Hey, when my cats ask for
me,
your attention,
I'm in a dead sleep. The cat comes up and bites me on the finger, and Kenny goes, "Oh, well, you're supposed to get up and feed her. It's time for her to be fed."
When my cats ask for your attention, you better comply.
I'm just like,
it's like little police kitties. You don't want trouble, comply.
But you got to know the rules. See, that's the problem. They won't tell you what you got to comply with. They just laugh at you and.
It's too funny. Yeah, that's my cat. dude, we haven't eaten in days. Come here, I'll show you. No. No, that can's been there 2 days. Don't pay no attention to the empty can.
Yeah.
Grandma just didn't put it in the trash 2 days ago. That's not from this morning, I promise. Especially Apollo. Apollo, man, that's all he wants to do is you walk into the kitchen, he's there. Hey, I'm starving.
It's like my new puppy. Well, what's the date today?
Everybody's like, why do you name your cat Apollo? I said, well, you got to see him first. He's got the little goatee.
Okay, so it's the 19th. So my little puppy Gilligan, he just turned 6 months yesterday. Boy, he knows. You go in that kitchen, man, here he comes.
Yeah, that's food heaven.
He's sitting there. He's like, all right. And he sits right in front of the refrigerator.
He knows where it's coming from. Yeah, I can't trust anybody that doesn't have pets. People that don't have pets, you got to be very leery of.
Well, I like what Bill Murray said. He goes,
they're serial killers.
Says, I don't
people
trust,
that should be and just aren't brave enough.
I don't trust anybody that doesn't like dogs. And I certainly don't trust anybody that my dog doesn't like.
Yeah, no kidding.
I've got a good friend, and she says the only reason we're friends is because I was walking through the dog park, and her dog just like came up to me and just
smelled bacon.
Yeah, carrying bacon in your pocket.
Did you have some bacon in your pocket?
No, I didn't. But
I got some bacon.
She said my dog has never just walked up to somebody and let them pet him. I mean, he's a big old German Shepherd. I was kind of like, whoa,
Whoa, boy. Hey, that's bacon.
But especially then you get to know her, and it's like her and this dog have been through like a lot, and he is very protective.
Okay,
of her.
my chat room says U18B says there's pets and then there's pets, and some people like snakes as pets.
Oh,
okay, snakes are not pets.
I've got a good friend. She loves her snakes. I'm like, yeah. Like, oh,
if it can't wag its tail,
they've invited Julie to come stay with them. I'm like, I don't know.
Caigulius? He says, I think it is. Caigulius. Okay, we'll run with that. Yeah, nah.
What do you mean a snake can wag its tail? If you have a rattlesnake.
Yeah, no. Yeah, but it has to do that. Beg. Yeah, no, the snakes, no.
No, I don't do reptiles.
Yeah. We had iguanas. 2 6-foot-long iguanas, and I wouldn't call them pets. They were kind of cool, but you don't call those pets.
No.
Fun to torment your friends with. That's what you call those. Hey, why don't you reach in that cage right there and grab that iguana? Watch out for that. Oh, that tail hurts like a bitch, doesn't it? Yeah.
Oh.
We had bought corner showers, and that's how I set their cage up in a corner shower, so it's real high and tall.
Yeah.
And yeah, you have to reach in there and you have to grab them just right, and you tuck their tail up under your arm.
Oh.
Or they'll put some welts on you wouldn't believe. But yeah, every once in a while you get that drunk, cocky friend. Oh yeah, iguanas, they're cool. Yeah, okay, go ahead and pick up Chuck. Why you call him Chuck? Because when he whips that tail around there, he's going to make you chuck up some blood.
You're
going
to
to hit you in the ribs,
him across the room.
Actually, we called him Chuck because he would throw his poop at you with his tail. He'd chuck it at you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
See, I don't need a monkey or an iguana. I don't need any animal that's going to be chucking poop at me.
Exactly. The only reason we ended up with the iguanas is because the people that actually had them, when I had my body shop up in Alaska, they were mistreating them, and we just took them off their hands.
Oh.
They were pretty cool.
Yeah, my puppy's so funny. he'll mess on the floor, and then he hides. So if I see him sitting under the pool table and he won't come out, I go, all right, where is it?
Where's the puddle?
There's a puddle somewhere.
Yeah. You know what I love about puppies?
And it's
is
like,
if you get them wound up enough. I love to get other people's puppies. Oh, the puppy. Oh, the puppy. Get him so wound up that he piddles.
Yeah, it's the older one that does that when I come home.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I have to greet them outside because she'll
get so excited.
She'll piddle.
Just little dribbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little.
He doesn't seem to do that. But
What did you cookie?
it's like, nope, meet me outside at the car. Which isn't really a problem if you know me, because Julie can get in the house before I can get out of the car.
I'm not liking this shot.
No.
Not sure.
I think she wanted to leave that behind, those balls.
Well, I mean, you got a stripe right here. Why not? I don't understand not using it to try to get better shape and then pick them off down there at the end and then get behind where you can get ball in hand.
I think Carl's going to try to bank this too.
Well, why not? They're in
gotta get it out of
They're
there.
in hell, so
Yeah, he's going to stick them right there.
put it in front of a pocket and you're in. Well,
Oh, he put it right back in there. I think it goes now, though.
yeah, well, and I'm thinking if I'm stripes, I'm getting aggressive. I'm going for the breakout and win.
I think Scott's thinking the same way.
Yep.
You try.
All right. Got the 9 ball right there as your protection.
Yeah, your insurance ball. That's the other reason you want to break trouble out early is.
My chat room. What other pool show has a discussion about poop? Bad Boys all the way.
Hey,
Hey, you just got to go with the info that flows. You never know what we're going to talk about.
you guys can see who's shooting stripes and solids.
Is anybody lost in this match? He's going to shoot
We've
this
kept you up on the
15.
score. It's 3-3. Scott's shooting the 12 or the 15. No. Oh.
I'm surprised he went back towards the 12, though. I thought he'd just do a little
come
stop
off the
shot
rail.
and hit the rail and
It's like
sit
he wanted
there.
to bump it over.
Yeah. As soon as you start bumping, things
Yeah.
can go bad. Well, I think you'd go to the other end of the table
Buddy
and
Hall telling me if a ball goes, don't
come
ever
down here
run
and
into
shoot
it.
this ball.
He says, just always remember that. Never run into a ball if it goes.
I think you come down here and shoot this 11 ball. See, I don't like this.
I think this is a safety.
Yeah, I don't like that because you left a bank. You left a bank
Well.
for the win. You banked that 2 cross corner.
Maybe it's because she knew Madalena was coming up, and they're willing to bet that she's not going to hit this bank.
I would bank it. I'll tell you what I would do.
She's going to bank it,
Yeah,
too.
she's going to bank it. And guess what? You bank it and shoot it right.
Yeah, you got natural shape.
You go too far, then you can shoot the 4 over here. See? Just like this. Look.
Ooh.
And the hook allowed.
Now,
Yeah, it was all natural.
Now you've only got the 10 ball to shoot, and the pocket is blocked.
You need a referee on an 8. I don't have any.
Where is the Tibbetts?
They're both playing.
Oh, the guy in the gray shirt.
Gray shirt.
Gray and black. White pants.
Playing too.
I don't care. He's the ref. Catch him, catch him, catch him. Ask Stan to go over and make a call. He knows how to play. I'm getting paid to ref. I've already made like 8 ref calls. I can't commentate and
I was
ref.
going to say I've answered their questions when they come up not sure what to do. They don't want to wait for me to hobble down there.
Yeah, they got Ratatouille,
We got to keep.
Ratatouille.
Oh,
I don't know what his name is. What's his name? Tertoli?
Kevin, yeah,
Ratatouille?
Rabbitail,
It's Ratatouille now.
I'm not.
He's a Disney mouse now.
He's one of those I really have got to ask. How do you pronounce your last? Just like Mr. Deichmann, I guess.
Which is the best Godzilla movie?
None.
I'll have to go with the original because the technology that wasn't, I mean, you have to look at what they accomplished with nothing. So any of those.
Oh, he can see the 12. It's pretty fortunate. Wow, nice shot, Scott.
Yeah.
That was a
That should work out pretty good.
shot. He fired that ball just perfect.
Yeah, because I think one of my favorite movies of all time is probably Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, just because of when it was made, how they did it, and the fact that the work they did then stands up against anything that's being made now. When they talk about
That's why
animation and stuff,
it took me until probably about the 8th or 9th time that I actually watched the movie. But the movie The Hustler is such a great movie, even if you don't play pool.
Yeah, no, it's a tragic movie for sure.
Yeah, it really.
But it
has
matched
a
the
great
story and the storyline and the times.
Yeah, and it's just to see all these actors that were in there, big time actors, but they weren't big time. Nobody knew who George C. Scott was. He was just some guy getting his start.
George C. Scott.
There's all kinds of.
In a 4-3 lead. What a comeback. They were trailing. They were losing. Then they tied it up and take the lead.
Now they are on the hill. Well, Scott has got to be feeling real
Zombie
good about
movies.
Oh, well.
The Walking Dead just kicks everybody's ass.
The Day of the.
The Day of the Dead was okay.
What's the one that The Walking Dead's kind of based off of? I mean,
right, the original.
Yeah, the original where they had the zombie rules.
Yeah, the zombie rules.
I don't really watch them.
Well, it's because Z Nation.
My wife has watched every zombie movie.
The zombies can run.
She's worked her way through the alphabet.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
I mean, she worked.
That's bullshit.
She watched B movies for a while. Now she's watching. The Q movies or so. She'll watch any zombie movie that's on there. And I'll be laying there and I'll look over and it's like, what? Zombies can't run.
Yeah, if they can run fast, it's a bogus movie.
Yeah, forget it. Not watching that.
No. The zombie can catch me. It's all over.
I'm not cut out for the zombie.
If they can run forever and they have no lung power and they can run just as fast as you, they're going to win.
I'm not cut out for the zombie apocalypse. There's just too much walking. I watched The Walking Dead. It's just way too much walking.
All right. Well, Carl and Moreno got a shot here. Tie this puppy up. Go hill. Table's pretty wide open. Ball in hand.
They needed
shooting stripes.
A little break, and they got it.
Yep. Shooting stripes. I am. Y'all can do whatever you want. I'm shooting stripes here. So the dislike went away. Must have been, yeah. Hey, these guys talk about poop. I gotta like that.
Carl, deep in thought.
Well, he wants to make sure they can run out. They have to win this game.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's gonna go with solids. which is fine.
Looks like he'll shoot the 6. Just draw back a little bit so Madalena can shoot the 2. Which will leave him either the 5 or the 1. And
Well, why not shoot the 6 in the lower right corner then? Then it's just a stop shot. You don't have to pull, move, risk bumping the 8 or anything. Get the exact same result. Yeah?
I don't know.
I mean, if you want to have the 2 next.
Because he's right-handed.
I guess.
You're not reaching
it's
over.
It's a 7-footer. He doesn't have to reach that far. It's only half the table.
It's just...
Oh,
that's one of those just
he
personal.
Went way back.
Yeah, he did go a little far.
Not we're sure where he was wanting to go there.
That's one of those. It's personal preference. You probably would have shot it in the right. I would have shot it the same pocket he did. But if the 8 ball's sitting right where it is now, and you have ball in hand, where are you shooting it?
If I had shooting what?
You got ball in hand on the 8. It's the only ball on the table, and it's sitting right where it is now. Where are you going to shoot?
I'm shooting it right here.
Okay.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Because they're shooting away everywhere else.
I know a lot of people that'll shoot it in the corner. Or if it's sitting on the spot, which corner are you going to shoot it to? I'm going to shoot it to the right side.
Well, there's a 10 ball in the way.
No, I mean if it's just,
if it's...
Is there really a wrong or right,
No, it's just a matter of where you're moving the cue ball to. To me, he's shooting the 6 this way. He could have just shot and stopped. But I don't know where he was trying to get the cue ball.
No, I wouldn't. I don't. I think it was...
Because then it was a shoot and stop. So,
I think he was trying to get it just...
And if you're trying to get the 1, I would.
He was trying to draw it back like 3 inches, and he drew it back a foot.
Right, and I think if he shot the other way, he wouldn't have had to draw back at all, because then the 2 is right there. You roll forward a little, and you get the same distance. I'm not saying he's wrong, because I don't know where he was trying to go after the
fact. Look at her swaying back. Look at that.
Yeah, it's...
She makes those adjustments in mid.
And it really cost him a game earlier, where she was making the adjustment in the middle of a stroke. She moved like 2 whole inches. So, gotta lock in your foundation on your shot. Make sure your body's not moving. Get locked in.
My coach used to tell me at most pool tables there's a shadow on the ground. He said you step outside that shadow, it's your thinking zone. Once you step into the shot, you're not thinking anymore. You've already made your decision.
Yep. Just lock in and shoot.
Yep. He says look at your contact point and step into it. Your body naturally wants to get in the right position.
Gotta be careful here. Understroke it.
Yeah. Overcut it just a little bit.
Kind of stood up on that one.
Well,
he was concerned with his shape.
He wasn't sure he'd get back on that ball, so he really needed to take it then. Christie's sporting the Eileen Madden Memorial Pool Tournament shirt.
Well, come over for the 11. Let's cut that in and come back over here so you can shoot that down here.
Boy, that's a lot of speed.
If you go too far, you can shoot it over here.
Yeah, that's a lot of speed. I'd almost come back off the rail and shoot it maybe in the same pocket.
Yeah, you could take a swing at it that way.
I don't like to have to roll across table and stop right on a spot.
No, that's why I say it will go in either corner.
Yeah.
But you got to get that 11 pretty soon. You can wait.
You don't want to leave it there.
You can wait. Try to come up table, and there you go. Whoa. Well, you made it a little tougher from the 15 to the 11 now, but it's doable. Were you at that tournament? No, it was just me and Bill. Tucson. The guy was aiming with both eyes.
aiming with both eyes?
Yeah, he'd get down on the shot and he'd aim with his left eye. Then he'd close it and aim with his right eye. It was the craziest thing I ever saw.
Wow. You know,
He'd do it like 3 or 4 times too.
You see a guy like that, you just want to like just get your wallet out. Like, come on.
He shot pretty good. He was
Yeah.
like a 680. He was a pretty good shot, but it was weird.
I remember sitting around the pool hall one day, and we were talking about people that like bridge over their knuckle.
Oh yeah.
And I said, "Oh man, I'll play anybody that bridges over their
You
knuckle."
keep saying that, but that's a lot of the hustlers used to do that. Just
I
to
said, "Man, I'll." So somebody goes, "Well, there's a new guy that just moved to town. He plays. That's what he does." And it turned out it was John Cassidy.
Yeah.
So we played some. It's like, if you know John, he's got a hand that's not fully.
Watch the stroke.
Not
I don't
fully
care where they
functional,
bridge it. You
but
watch
it's like,
the stroke.
oh yeah, it's like I played him like one set and I went, wow, this guy. I mean, he never on the wrong side of the ball.
We'd go on the opposite side
Smooth
of town.
stroke.
And we would
I'm like,
bridge
yeah,
that way
that's-
on purpose, and people would line up to play. It's like,
Yeah.
It's like, really? All right. Watch the stroke. That's what matters.
Yep.
I saw Tony Watson one time, I don't know, probably 15, 20 years ago. He goes into a little bar, and he's bridging like this. You know, and it's
Yeah,
like, dude, it's Tony Watson, man. He's like one of the biggest money players. Yeah.
Making some goofy
And he'd put his hand up there and he'd shake a little bit.
Goofy ass bridge.
Yeah, as goofy as you could make it look. But then he'd get down and stroke that shot so perfect. It's like, yeah. And it amazes me how many suckers fall for that. Well, this shot here could decide the match. Oh.
He's perfect. He's perfect. Scott has,
Just a little
Scott has
separation.
come with some great shots when he needed to.
Good thing he got the nudge.
He just. I think this will do it.
It can. Don't get too excited and scratch. There you go.
Christie's
Game,
played
set,
with
match. Barnard and Barsky move on the winner side, and Tibbetts and Moreno got to play from the loser side.